definitely interested in this add-on. And the reason why is because people have told me that this is basically the exact same as the Essentials and Utilities add-on, but a very, very high price. This is called Smoothcraft, and it was created by Volcano. I don't think we've checked out anything from them before. It is priced at 1,170 Minecoins, which is £5.79. This add-on is $7. And the description says, looking for a smoother crafting experience? This is the utility add-on for you. It features animated tree destruction, elevator blocks, item magnets that attract loot with ease. Never lose your gear with Gravestones. Auto build the beacon pyramid like a pro. Easy harvesting, dynamic lights can be used in any world and configured to your liking. I will admit the tree breaker does look pretty cool, but I feel like it's a novelty that would wear off very quickly. Now, reading that brief description, there's nothing inside of there that we haven't seen already. So I'm genuinely curious why they priced it so high. We're going to find out exactly why they did that. The add-on file size is 579 kilobytes. So I'll be honest, we did some testing with today's add-on, and it was pretty okay. It's certainly not a $7 add-on, considering the likes of Essentials and Utility has so much more to offer. So I'm not quite sure where they got this price from. Anyway, once you do have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook. This is the Smoothcraft feature book. When you open this, it says, here's everything you need to know about the Smoothcraft add-on. So let's start with the tree cutter aspect. Chop an entire tree with one hit. Use a diamond axe and watch the forest go down. Now, I don't think you have to just use diamonds. It can be anything. You can customize these settings, such as have it on or off. By default, it will be on. Animated or not, we'll test both of those. Require a diamond axe or not. And then axe damage 1, 2. I'm not quite sure what this is, so we'll do a little bit of testing here. Let's grab some pickaxes. We'll start with a very basic one. So I also want to see if it works with pale oak as well. So we'll try with iron. This is what it's like. Now the animation is relatively okay. So let's go ahead and grow another one here. What I am going to do is tree capitator settings, turn off animated, and see what happens if we do it again. So there is your regular experience. So at least they do have that as an option. Let's go and place down another one and grow this up. I'm going to change this, go inside of here, settings, leave this on. And then what does this do? Axe damage. Oh, is this like a durability thing? So hold on. If we was to get like a big tree, would that do a lot more damage? Is that what that's kind of aiming at? Let's kind of go up here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you guys will know in the comments section. I'm not quite sure with that one. But let's try it with the likes of pale oak real quick. Grab this. Throw this. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty cool, to be fair. It kind of broke in two different directions, going this way, but also that way. But yes, does work with the pale oak. So I actually didn't mean to die there, but I've just noticed we do have the gravestone aspect also enabled. I want to show you this. Hold on. How do I use this, by the way? Oh, it tells you the direction to go. So as a bonus, the add-on is very polished. They might have goals of updating this in the future as well. But it's telling me that it's all the way down there. I'm trying not to kill myself twice here, which honestly might actually happen. We'll go to game mode C, and then we'll go back to S. So I do like the gravestone aspect. So everything I had on me can now be picked up once again. I came down here for the simple fact that I just wanted to see how it worked with different trees, and if it worked with like the likes of the stripped. That didn't do it. That didn't do it. So I'm guessing stripped doesn't work. Okay. I think that's like a safety thing. That was actually pretty cool the way that worked, and this one didn't. So yeah, again, I think the novelty of the tree capitator will get boring. It's just a novelty factor. But again, it's pretty cool. Hold on, let's try one more. Let's try one more with the cherry. I mean, I do like that. So let's move on to the elevator blocks. If you go to settings, you have the option to change the distance. I think this is on by default. You can lower it all the way down. You can raise it all the way up. We'll leave it as the default and hit submit. Now, if you would like to make these, head over to a crafting table, type in EL for elevator, and you can see all of them. So they are made with any type of wool. So any color you desire, obviously base dependent, and then grab yourself some pearls. I liked the yellow ones just because they were pretty bright. You'll be given... Is it one at a time? So yes, one at a time. I have already set this up. Now, what I did like is when you stand on it. Again, I like the animation. So like I said, guys, they did do a really good job with this add-on, but it just doesn't have a lot of content. So if I was to crouch now, as you can see, we've now gone down. We've also gone down again. I can now go to a cave. You just space to go all the way up. And as you guys can see, we have another one here. So pretty easy and pretty simple to use. I think they look pretty cool. So let me show you the gravestones. This is actually how they are going to look. I'm just going to break this one. I gathered this in creative. You don't craft them. So let's say we had all of these items on us. Let's put these on. Pickaxe over there. And we managed to, unfortunately, die. Yeah, there we go. It tells you... Oh, it actually tells you how long since you died. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna get this. So I think the key protects from anyone else stealing your stuff. I wonder how long it stays there for then. It doesn't actually tell you how long it stays there, but it was talking about lava. So again, I'm curious about this now. / give @p. Let's do a lava bucket. So if I was to die in this, let's see how this is going to work. We're going to take these off real quick to speed up the process. We spawn. It actually got rid of the lava. It actually got rid of the lava. Interesting. Very interesting that it can be used to kind of delete it. I also like that it auto-equips your armor. That's pretty cool. The next thing available is going to be an item magnet. You have the option of extending the distance. By default, it is going to be 16. So if you would like to make one of these, you are going to have to grab some iron, a pearl, and some redstone. Open up the crafting table. Really simple to make. So I think if we was to go ahead and break this, I think you have to hold the item, right? And then it comes over to you. Okay. Works fine. Really good if you're going mining and you want to collect a whole bunch of minerals. I wish you could pinpoint the item though. Like you could have it as cobble or stone or dirt, etc. We have another one over here. So what I do want to do is just do a little bit more testing. So we're going to go ahead and break this. I am going to change the distance of it. So we'll go to item magnets, settings. Let's do it to the highest one. I'm going to come all the way up here. And then we're going to do this. I mean, you could steal your friend's stuff, essentially. But again, we've seen that kind of stuff before. And that's kind of my only complaint with this is that apart from maybe the animation with the tree and this and what I'm about to show you next, we've seen it all. It's just a slight twist. So another change is the ability to auto-build beacons. And to be honest, I liked it, okay? So the way this works is grab yourself a beacon, place it down, grab yourself whatever blocks you wish to build your beacon with, and tap on it. As you can see, it's going to start to build it for you. That one was not meant to go there. I did that one. So we might need to actually go up a little bit here and probably have to break this as well a second, just so I can see how this works. So we'll go back to game mode survival. We'll use gold. You can mix and match. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun way to do it, I guess. But do you think building a beacon is that time consuming? I don't think it is. It also explains, like, there's only level tier 3, so we'd have to go much bigger. But yeah, I was just a little bit unsure about this one. It's a fun way to do it, to try and make things a little bit easier for you, I guess. The next one is the easy harvest, and I think this is to auto replant your crops, providing you have the seeds and items that allow it. So we'll double check this. Oh, you simply just right click on it. So can you do it this way? No, you just right click. Okay, you right click rather than actually breaking it. But honestly, doing it this way is much faster. Yeah. I wonder then if we did /give @p and we did netherite _hoe, does it make any difference in speed? Not really. It's just designed to try and speed the process for you. And the last one is also going to be a dynamic light. Apparently it works for torches and lanterns, but I wanted to try this with a whole bunch more. So if we go to a cave, as you can see, that works. Soul torch doesn't. Lantern does. Redstone torch doesn't. And soul doesn't. It cannot go in your offhand. So for me, the dynamic light one would be much better. But of course, I think overall, the likes of essentials and utility, 10 times better than this and way cheaper. I stand by what I said. It's not a bad add-on. In fact, it's very good and very polished. It's just lacking in what it can actually do. So creators, good job. Price, don't agree on it. Maybe you have some big plans to expand this add-on. But for the time being, if you have essentials and utilities, you certainly don't need this. And if you were looking for that kind of add-on, don't buy this one. Buy the other one. It's much cheaper with much more content.